For the first year of its existence, 14 East was really just this group of people meeting in an empty classroom week after week, debating, what should we call this thing? What will it look like? What kinds of stories do we want to emphasize? And from the beginning, there was a culture of collaboration that I think has come to define the magazine over time. None of the students had titles. Everyone helped each other with their stories. There was a clear understanding that editors worked in partnership with writers with a lot of communication. I remember the week of the launch, there was still a lot to figure out, a lot to do, and we decided to have this launch party, and I ordered a cake with the 14 East logo and barely made it to pick it up in time. And we had this little party in 1128 with the students who had created the magazine and their friends and a couple of faculty members. And there was something about looking around the room at those people who had worked really hard eating a 14 East cake that made me think, okay, this is real. This is something that can grow in the years to come. And it's grown so much. The staff is much bigger, and 14 East has evolved in directions I didn't expect at the beginning, like the focus on community engagement and events, the public newsroom inspired by City Bureau, the 14 East Live storytelling show, and the launch of Pueblo, so that now we have Spanish language stories and poems and essays and podcasts. And just really good coverage about not only what's happening at DePaul, but what's important to young people in Chicago. Some of the guides, like the vaccine guide and the voting guides, that have been really practical and useful. The COVID-19 newsletter that has kept the community informed while we've all been remote. Experimenting more with multimedia. And I think the effort to be collaborative, to be inclusive, that came from the culture that was established in the very first year, and that has continued. And there's plenty more to do, and a commitment to keep working on that. The last time the staff met together in the newsroom in March 2020, I remember watching everyone working, not knowing what would happen next, and thinking that the most rewarding part about being the faculty advisor at 14 East is witnessing the close friendships that students have made, the way they support each other, the way they inspire each other to do their best work. It's an honor just to be a small part of that. I think that in the next 5 years, there's going to be even more creativity, more rigorous and original reporting, more of an effort to be intentional about whose voices are amplified, more sustaining and building of this collaborative culture. I can't wait to see what happens.